process. Injuries are part of any team, and with this team 23 games over 500, the injuries couldn't have come at a better time. They've created opportunities for the underclassmen. How have they fared? Pretty well. 5 losses and 2 overtime losses. But the ultimate test is before them tonight. They'll be without Pronger and McInnes for the first time since 1997. Will they pass or fail? Find out next on Fox Sports Net. Savas Center, the Blues at home again and looking for a victory. But a tough opponent tonight without any question. From the Eastern Conference, the Toronto Maple Leafs are here. Hi everybody, welcome to Savas Center. Dan McLaughlin's here. I'm Ken Wilson along with Bernie Federko. The sledding is tough now with all the injuries, no question about it. And I think the big question, Bernie, is, and most fans would ask it, what chance do the Blues have of playing at a very high level and winning with all these injured players?
Very difficult, obviously, but this is a team that prides themselves with a lot of character, and we'll see how much character they have. They're obviously going to have to play very solid defensively, and they're going to have to get great goaltending out of Roman Turek, because that's the way they're going to beat a team with offense like the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Latest injury, of course, coming Saturday night, an eye injury to Al McInnes.
Al McInnes coming across the middle. You see Scott Hannon's stick go up and just catch him on the side of the eye. And this happens a lot of times in the game of hockey. As you bend down, McInnes going down a little bit, you see his reaction. Hopefully it's not going to be that serious. They have reevaluated. It looks like he's going to be all right, maybe out a week. But look at the injuries. Reed Lowe, Chris Pronger. The good news when you look at all that, only real 2 serious injuries. That's really to Sean Hill and Michael Hanzus. They're the only 2 that are really going to be out for a long period of time. So hopefully those other guys will be back real soon.
And it's a point well taken. Some youngsters are getting a big chance. And players who don't get a prominent role a lot of the time are now fellows like Jamal Mayers.
Jamal Mayers has been outstanding. He's getting an opportunity to play a little more. Very difficult playing on the 4th line when you don't get into the flow of the game. But Joe Quenneville has used him more, and he has very much responded. He scored 2 goals, added an assist in the last 2 games. A pretty goal the other night here. Great move there, and that's what Jamal Mayers has to do. He has to use more than just his speed. He has to start using his size, and he's got to use those hands to score some more goals.
Let's turn to Toronto. The Leafs are the 4th best team record-wise in the Eastern Conference. They've got some veterans. They can be physical and gritty, and the real accomplished player, I guess you'd say, is Matt Sundin.
Matt Sundin is a tremendously talented offensive player. He's a big guy, and when he wants to go, he's so strong, he's very hard to hang on to, and he has really stepped up his play. He struggled earlier in the season. He was out, one of his wingers was out for quite a while during the 22 games during this course, and it really hurt him a lot, but Steve Thomas is now back. The 2 of them are playing very well, and the Blues are really going to have to watch him, because how he goes, that's how the Leafs offense goes.
So truly a big test for the Blues tonight. Can they overcome all the injuries? We're going to find out. The National Hockey League, the Blues without McInnes and Pronger.
Took up for the final time this season. Welcome back to St. Louis Blues hockey. Welcome back to 14th and Clark. I'm Dan McLaughlin. Injuries, and more injuries. Best to find the Blues these days. Al McInnes and Chris Pronger will not play tonight. But one player who has been in there night in and night out is Scott Young. We talked about him during the pregame show. After starting the season off with one of the fastest starts in NHL history, the forward is having his best season as a St. Louis Blue. And lately he's been hot. 5 points in his last 3 games, including 2 goals, and 7 points in the last 6. And for the season, Young has recorded 24 goals in 48 games. When you talk about the assist department, already has more assists this season, 19, than he did all of last season and the season before. So Scott Young has done a wonderful job on the top line, along with Turgeon and Drake. Speaking of the lines, let's take a look at them, and they're brought to you by the Casino Queen. The top Young stays intact with Drake, Turgeon, and Young. A couple of changes, though, for the St. Louis Blues. On right wing, on the second line, Jochen Hecht back in there playing with that sore stomach. And in that bottom line, the 4th line, Marty Riesener back in there. Emergency call-up, he will center. The 4th line, Reed Lowe is out with a sore thumb. And there you see the defensive pairing, some changes as well, as Dan Treble is back in there, and head coach Joel Quenneville said Treble and Reardon will see some power play time tonight. For more on the starting goaltenders, should be interesting. Turek is back in there for the Blues, and of course Curtis Joseph. Here's Bernie Federko.
There's a look at the Dodge starting goaltenders. Curtis Joseph, 21 wins, 16 losses, and 5 ties, and he's played very well. He's been the backstop for the Leafs, and he always plays well against the Blues. At the other end, it's going to be Roman Turek again. Roman, 8 games over 500. A save percentage right at 90%, and I would expect that the Leafs are going to try to test him as much as possible with this Blues defense playing without Pronger and McInnes. The referees, Don Koharski and Tom Cowell. The linesmen are Andy McKelman and Dan Shakti.
All right, let's sit back and have some fun. You know, it's been too easy for so long around here. It's not going to be easy anymore for a while. Caberlet has the puck on the defense, playing it over, and he gets it right back. And Jonas Hoagland will come back, get in Conroy's way around far side, trying to clear, unable to McCabe, and Eastwood keeps the puck in. On with Conroy and Nash. Reardon is on right defense, Salvador is on left defense, and here's Matt Sundin. He'll dump the puck down the ice. Sundin centering Hoagland and Thomas, and touching the puck is Reardon, and icing against Toronto. Bernie, let's turn to our Ford keys to tonight's game.
Pretty obvious what the first key is going to be. Blues defense. Without McInnes and Pronger, the Blues really have to step it up defensively, and we'll have to see how this Blues defense reacts. The special teams, when you're missing key people like Pronger and McInnes, they play a lot of time on the power play and penalty kill. We'll see how they react against Toronto special teams, and let's see how the replacements are going to react. Marty Reisner recalled. Let's see how he fits into the line. We'll see how Dan Treble fits back too on the point. Let's hope that Jochen Hesch feels good out there again.
Ready for the face-off, the big line for the Blues, the Turgeon line against Tucker, Corson, and Roberts. Here's Treble, a shot deflected by Drake. What a save by Joseph. And the puck cleared out by Darcy Tucker. There's no icing here. Turek out trying to clear. Cross comes in, takes a shot, and that's as far out as a goalie hardly ever gets to make a save. And the Blues a little unhappy, a little tap by the Leafs player, and the Blues take early exception. But when you're talking about that man, Gary Roberts and Shane Corson, they're going to poke and probe all the time.
That's what the Leafs will do, especially those guys, as you mentioned. Here, the Blues with a good scoring chance. Quick shot from the right point. Dan Treble, you see the deflection. Curtis Joseph is acrobatic as ever with a good save as that puck changed direction. Here it is, the shot from the point. There's the tip. Great deflection there by Dallas Drake. And here's Roman Turek. He played this, tried to get it up, but it was flopping a little bit. The puck there, he was, I think, concerned that he might throw that up over the glass, so he kept it low, and the Leafs with a scoring chance. And then, as you said, the bang there on Roman Turek. We saw that against the San Jose Sharks the other night. It was Todd Harvey that ran over Roman Turek, knocked him down. There should have been a penalty call, so I'm glad that the guys really jumped in there quick this time for Roman Turek.
Roberts knocks down Finley's pass. Darcy Tucker in front for Roberts. Eastwood there defensively. His pass too far for Corso. Now Eastwood is replaced. You've got the Blues with Nagy, Corso, and Hesch. Tucker centers, and getting in the way is Finley. Corson steals the puck. Roberts centers for Tucker, knocked away. Blues can't get out of their end. Cross loses the puck, and here's Vladislav Nagy. No score, a minute 15 gone in the first period. Hesch sends the puck towards the net. Yashkevich intercepts it, comes out in front on a deflection, and breaking to center ice is the veteran Gary Roberts as he takes the bump, flips the puck out, and the Blues control at their defense. Sasha Havanoff with the pass to Hesch. Havanoff is on with Cheva Turkin, and the puck dumped in. Joseph comes way out, banks it up the boards. Berezin there with Cheva Turkin, and finally Perreault takes a hit from Drake. Then the puck shot in offside by Young as Corso was tardy clearing the zone.
Goaltending is not just stopping the puck, but when you're in that net, your crease area, you have to make sure that the puck doesn't come through. And this is a great play here. Roman Turek, you see the crease area here. We're going to just get this puck rolling here to the side. Watch the pass here. Roman Turek is going to deflect this pass right in the middle as he's trying to go across here. Look at that. That's a great play. Tucker would have had an empty net if that pass gets through, but great work by Roman Turek.
Yannick Perreault out centering a line against the Turgeon line. Perreault has Berezin on one side and Balk on the other. Reardon goes down. Balk can't control. Drake comes back to play the puck to Salvador. Around near side, Sergei Berezin is there. Now Yannick Perreault with Turgeon getting in his way. Gary Balk looking to center, taken out by Salvador. Carrying to center ice, Dallas Drake. No score first period, trying to move in on Janny Markov. Forced to the corner, loose puck, Balk the veteran. Tied up for a moment by Drake, then able to chip the puck out. This is Sergei Berezin shooting the puck in. Each team has one shot on goal. Todd Reardon on the right wing to Young, in the middle to Turgeon. Turgeon poke check at the defense. Good example of the defense standing up. Perreault shoots the puck in off Turgeon. Both teams are changing players, and Todd Reardon advances the puck to Scott Young. Through center ice, he'll flip it in. Reed Simpson after it with Caberlet, who runs Simpson. And the Leafs have the puck and clear it to center ice. Chubba Turkin with it. Over to Havanoff. He'll dump the puck out. Meyers is on a line with Simpson and Reisner. Meyers a shot that goes over the net. Here's Marty Reisner to Jamal Meyers. Meyers spins away from a check. Caberlet deflects the puck back behind the net. Marty Reisner with it. Reisner was here a few days ago, went to Worcester, battled the flu, and now is back on an injury recall. Puck doesn't go far enough for icing. Played far side. Simpson a pass to Reisner. He's bumped on the play by McCabe. Then Meyers, bad angle, shot blocked by Caberlet, and Meyers with the puck. Jamal Meyers loses it, and it's tipped to center ice. Dan Treble plays the puck to Finley, back to Treble, and the teams change on the fly. Little quick pass. Conroy, he'll dump the puck in and chase after it. Dmitry Yaskevich and Conroy get there together. Then the puck stolen by Nash. Nash with Conroy and Eastwood. This is Nash cycling the puck, but Conroy had headed the other way. And the Leafs try to clear, and they do with a pass up for Thomas too far. Finley advances to Conroy. He'll backhand the puck in. There's no score. We're in the first period. Puck cleared to center ice just past the 4-minute mark. Trying to work in and able to take a shot. Hoagland right on, and the rebound pounced upon by Roman Turek to gain a stoppage in play.
We talked about Jamal Meyers at the open, how well he's played, and he's using the great speed that he has. He gets a good opportunity with the just dump out here. Look at the great speed here. Meyers through the middle, stealing the puck. He's from Toronto. Unfortunately, shot that a little too high as he tried to get it quick, but this is great speed. The turnover, and you jump on it, but you got to get that shot on net. And being from Toronto, I'm sure he's got a little extra adrenaline in his veins tonight.
Yep, as we mentioned, 3 points the last 2 games. On the faceoff, Sundin centering Steve Thomas and Jonas Hoagland. Eastwood wins the draw. Salvador is on with Reardon, has the puck and clears it ahead over the stick of Nash. Yaskevich over to Corey Cross, who's 6'5", goes about 225, getting it in. Salvador slaps the puck up the boards, not out. Eastwood a blind pass out of Conroy's reach. He beats Cross to the puck and bangs off the board. Reardon can't get it, but Nash does. Nash centers. Reardon there, a shot, and save Joseph, and the rebound wide by Eastwood. Conroy taken out by Dmitry Yaskevich. Sundin runs into Nash. Here's Eastwood pinned to the boards by Cross, then hit by Sundin. Sundin gets a stick around the eye. The Blues with a shot. The save by Joseph, and now the officials decide to stop play. Matt Sundin gets hit in the face, and he's barking big time, but both officials looked the other way and said no, and you can see that Sundin is bleeding, and he goes to the young referee Tom Cowell and says, you didn't see that?
Well, I didn't know whose stick this hit, but there was a collision in the corner. You see Matt Sundin coming in here. We'll see which stick comes up. There it is. It's Eastwood's stick, so it was a high stick as Eastwood got hit. Maybe get a better look here. Watch Eastwood's stick come up with a hit right there. Come in and catch him on the bridge of the nose. So neither referee saw it, neither linesman. There it is right there. Ow. That always hurts, and you're right. Sundin was barking at the young referee, but I don't believe it's helping at all because he's not going to get the call. So it looks like he caught that either, was it in the nose or on the...
I'd say on the nose. That created a little bleeding inside. So he got whacked pretty well.
Yeah, and he did. You get the eyes watering right away when you get it in your nose. So that hurts. That's why he went down so quickly, and it's still trickling blood out of the nose. That's a break there, no call.
I guess so. The Blues would have been looking at a double minor there had either referee called it, and they would have had they seen it. Boy, how many wild sticks are we going to see, Bernie? Here's Havenoff, a shot blocked in front, loose puck, backhander. Joseph, great save on Nagy. Joseph scrambles back. Chebaturkin shoots, he scores! Vladimir Chebaturkin, and the injury-riddled Blues take the lead 1-0.
You're looking for unlikely sources to add to your offense, and here's one right here, Chebaturkin. But great work by the Blues here, forechecking right off the face-off. You see the Blues just fight for the puck. The shot from the left point hits bodies. No one picked up his man right there. The great save by Joseph. But the circling of the net here, getting it to the front. And this shot by Chebaturkin. Joseph was really out of position, tried to get back in. But great work by Nagy, circling the net and then throwing this to the front. And Joseph just moved too far to his right, and a good shot by Chebaturkin right on the ice, short side.
Well, Vladimir Chebaturkin in his 47th National Hockey League game scores his second NHL goal. Here's a chance in front goal. He's stopped by Turek, who smothers the puck. Of course, Chebaturkin's first goal coming with the New York Islanders.
We'll take a look at this goal again, but you see here, great work by Nagy to circle the net after the original save, throw it in front, and you see Joseph's coming all the way across. Had actually slid too far, but you'll get a better look. See, it was Joseph got hit by one of his men. I think that's what knocked his pads over to the right and gave that short side the room. And there's a look at Chebaturkin's numbers, and very excited to score. And that's a big goal to get on the board here first at Savas.
That's for sure. 4:57. Chebaturkin's first from Nagy and Havenoff. Jeff Finley with a puck, team with Dan Treble, who was acquired not long ago from Pittsburgh. Turek crisscrossing with Young, hits the leg of Markov, and the puck ends up in deep. Caberlet far side, Berezin takes his man. Finley slaps the puck ahead off Young, and then loose for McCabe. Over here to Tomas Caberlet, the young Czech, and up to Gary Balk into the middle of Berezin, bouncing puck in the air, and the Blues control. Long pass from Finley, goes by everyone. There's no icing here, and this is Caberlet. Both teams looking to change. Blues are already changing. Ryan McCabe, a pass over far side. Perreault, nice job to get the puck ahead. There's a shot by Balk. Good leg save by Turek. The puck centered. Chebaturkin clears it over to Drake. He has the puck stripped away by Berezin. Berezin trying to go behind the net to Balk. Now they crisscross, pass in front, and Jamal Mayers heads out to center ice. The Blues are on top 1-0. Long shot headed wide, turned to the corner by the blocker of Joseph. Mayers feeds behind the net. Riesner gets the puck in front. Here's a pass. Oh, and it skips by Mayers. As the Blues had a chance there, Simpson getting that pass in front. Now the puck sent in deep by Toronto. Turek off the boards by Domi. Mayers ends up with a puck, can't clear. Gets it back from Igor Korolev, the ex-Blues player. That pass off Riesner, and the puck played back by Tony Karofsky. He's got more syllables than you'd want in any game, and you just hope he doesn't touch the puck that often.
I would agree.
Now the puck, there he is again. Tony Karofsky, and the Blues take over. Reardon up to Conroy, now to Eastwood. Eastwood, a pass back for Conroy, knocked away. Simpson hustles in, feeds Craig Conroy. Ty Domi chases after him. He drops the puck off for Simpson. Back to the point to Salvador. A shot off a skate. Knocked loose, and here's Craig Conroy. Conroy in front to Eastwood. Can't get a shot. Now Conroy trying to force his way. Feeds behind the net to Reed Simpson. Simpson, Eastwood, and Conroy. And the puck slapped out to center ice by Dave Manson. Now the puck controlled by Korolev. He'll shoot it in as both teams complete a line change. 7:30 gone. 1-0 Blues. The shots are 5-4 Blues. Here in the opening period. Bouncing puck to center ice. Hoagland leaves it. And this is the veteran Steve Thomas. Looking for someone to pass to. Tries Markov. And intercepting Nash. He'll send the puck in. The Blues are changing. Joseph leaves the puck for Dave Manson. His pass up to Jonas Hoagland. Gets by him. And back in his own territory is Dan Treble. Treble over to Finley. We've got two well-traveled defensemen there in Treble and Finley, and Nash can't get the puck. Markov gives it to Caberlet in the middle to Sundin. So he's gotten that blood taken care of around his nose. Works in, but the Leafs are offside. 8:09 gone. First period. The Blues have a goal from Vladimir Chebaturkin, and they enjoy the lead.
The Maple Leafs 1-0. You'll see it from the face-off, the shot, the save, and Nagy goes all the way around the net. Look where the pass comes through, and Turek makes no mistake as Joseph is way at the other side of the crease. A big goal for Turek and the Blues.
Caberlet for Toronto shoots the puck in. This is Turek with it. Salvador and Reardon are there. He elects to clear it out himself, and Caberlet with the puck. He'll poke it ahead to Hoagland. He can't get around Reardon with that long reach. And this is Conroy. So the Blues get the first goal tonight. They're up 1-0. Reardon ahead for Conroy. The puck on the rail there a bit. Now Eastwood. His pass knocked away by McCabe. A shot! Whoa! Salvador, who's shown us he has a pretty good shot, lets one go that whistles just wide. Caberlet onto the wing for Hoagland. He stops, goes to Sundin, and a shot just wide with Thomas crashing the net. Puck cleared out by Tyson Nash. The teams are changing on the fly. The Blues are up 1-0. Out shooting the Leafs 5-4. 9 minutes into the first period. Puck cleared out by Havanoff. Played at the defense. Leskevich to cross. Now ahead. Tucker trying to work in. Can't get around Sasha Havanoff. His pass is ahead for Jochen Hesch back off an injury. Now Sasha Havanoff the pass. It'll be played off the boards. Havanoff will get it. The pass turned into the corner. Nagy sends it behind the net to Hesch. You've got Corso, Nagy, and Hesch. Turek and Havanoff. Turning away is Corso. He'll go after the puck again. Gets some help now from Jochen Hesch, who loves to come out of the corner and off the boards. To Nagy. His shot blocked. He runs into Leskevich. Carries on. Nagy a shot. Knocked away by Joseph. And the puck controlled by Roberts over to Darcy Tucker. With Corson up front, shooting the puck in. Unable to reach it is Turek. Here's Gary Roberts. It gets by him. Tucker a shot. Glove down by Havanoff. Shot from a bad angle off the skate of Corso. Up to Nagy too far. Kept in. And a shot blocked by Havanoff. On the fly, Nagy gets the puck to Hesch. He'll drop it. Nagy poke check will go the other way. Gary Roberts to Dave Manson. And he'll flip the puck in. 9:45 remaining. Period 1 at Savas Center. Both teams changing. Treble gives the puck to Finley. Off the boards to Drake. Ahead into the zone. Young. He looks up. In front. Turgeon. The pass fails to reach him. Turgeon to Young. He's checked. This is Gary Valk for Toronto. The Leafs coming in, having won 2 in a row, 3 out of 4. They'll go back for the puck as Young blasts it in, and Joseph has it and leaves it for Markov. Into the corner, and finally to Yannick Perreault. Out of the reach of Valk, and here's Finley. The Leafs coming off a 3-1 win at home over the Rangers Saturday night. The Blues, of course, losing in overtime to San Jose. Manson a pass to Berezin, who leaves the puck. Markov nicely to Perreault. He'll shoot it in into the corner. Valk along with Salvador. Salvador takes his man. The centering effort deflects high and out to center ice. And here's Tomas Caberlet, who's but 22 years of age. The pass deflects behind Berezin. The Leafs are changing. The Blues get the puck out. Caberlet works in just offside. Perreault was slow clearing the zone. The shots are 6-4 Blues, and they have the game's only goal. Hope you're looking forward to it. Ty Domi shoots the puck in. Igor Korolev after it. Turek beats him to it. This is Domi with Korolev. They're offside. And Alexei Ponikarovsky. Let's check in with the Blues up 1-0 with Dan McLaughlin.
Well, there you see a visor right there. A lot of new looks for the St. Louis Blues here tonight. We'll start with Craig Conroy. At the urging of his wife, he has put on the visor, and obviously what has happened recently with the Blues, it's a smart move. Jochen Hesch, another one wearing a visor tonight. He said he was leaning towards doing it. He has done it. An update, guys, on a couple of players that have been injured. Al McInnes resting comfortably at home after an overnight stay in the hospital, and Sean Hill as well, as we get a look at Hesch. He had a cortisone shot when we were in Montreal last week. He said it made him feel much better, looking to return to the ice very time soon. So that's a good update to hear about Sean Hill on the Blues defense. Guys?
That certainly is good news. Shame he's not available now. Reisner goes down. Caberlet gives the puck to Ty Domi. And he'll whistle it in as he gets hit by Turek, and the Blues clear it out. You would have to think, Bernie, that generally over the next days and weeks the injury reports will start to get better. They've got to. They can't get much worse. Caberlet able to keep the puck in. It goes into the corner. Here's Ty Domi, and his pass goes to Ponikarovsky. Then a shot goes wide by Korolev, and Simpson will clear the puck up.
You would certainly hope that it can't get any worse.
Got to get better.
At least they're not real serious injuries the way you have to look at. Only Hill and Hanzus were really the same injury, the stomach muscle, the groin area. So they're the only ones too that really have been out for will be out for a prolonged period of time. The other guys will get back hopefully real soon.
Blues offside at the Toronto line with 7:32 to go, first period. Coming up tonight, it's the 11 p.m. Regional Sports Report. Well, we hope you've seen it. It's a great show. 30 minutes of nightly sports news completely dedicated to the home teams throughout the Midwest. Trent Green one-on-one, the Visors feature, and of course the Missouri-Kansas rivalry. Regional highlights, in-depth interviews, the 11 p.m. Regional Sports Report, Midwest edition, tonight at 11 Central, only here on Fox Sports Net. I got home the other night, Bernie, the TV was on. Fox Sports Net, of course, saw two handsome guys right in my living room. Who? Talking about, they were talking about the Blues games and the injury to Al McInnes. I heard your voice and I said, I must be there too.
You must have got home quick.
Yeah, a hustle. Now here's Nash up the boards for Eastwood. Wanted to make sure I checked out the show. Sundin on the boards. Steve Thomas whips the puck behind the net. Turek there. This is Todd Reardon. We're under 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Big Corey Cross goes back for the puck now as the Blues are changing. Cross way up to the red line. And Dmitry Yaskevich shoots the puck in. Toronto is changing. This is Jeff Finley. The Blues have the only goal. And Tucker can't get the puck. Sundin has to wait for Tucker. Now over to Roberts. The pass for Tucker broken up. Corso quickly to Jochen. Nagy is with him. Hecht has trouble getting around Manson. Big hit by Markov on Corso. The puck high in the air, and Finley will chase it down back in his own territory. Shots 6-5 Blues. Goals 1-0 Blues. Puck gets by Hecht, and this is Manson. I've made a lot of friends playing against the Blues over the years. Dave Manson over to Gary Roberts. Play looked offside. Here's Manson, a shot, and the save and a clearing effort by Finley, who runs into the net, and that comes loose behind Turek. Thus the stoppage in play. Let's turn now to our Postnet.com fan poll. Your chance to log on to stlouisblues.com. Here's the question tonight: should every team be represented in the NHL All-Star Game, which would mean 15 players right there if you had one from each team in each conference? Yes or no? Major League Baseball makes sure that each team is represented.
Does a coach count as being represented? Because Joel is going to be there. You see his record in his 5th year as the Blues head coach. He will be the head coach of the North American team. And, well, I know what my answer is: no.
I think it's awfully difficult when they have, what do they have, less players this year? Was it 23 or something like that? You've got 15 teams in each division, 30 teams. You've got a North American team, a world team. I think you're really asking almost the impossible to have a representative from each team.
Yeah, it's real hard, and it is supposed to be the players that are playing the best. Unfortunately, if you play in a bad team, sometimes you don't look good, even though you're having a great year. And there are some guys that have been overlooked. Pierre Turgeon, for one, should be there.
Eastwood shoots the puck in, but that's going to happen every year. Somebody deserving doesn't make the team. Nagy back to Havanoff, and the shot deflects wide, almost catches Don Koharski. Manson up to Roberts. He'll chop the puck out. This is Shane Corson, who once played with the Blues. Over to Darcy Tucker in front. Oh, the puck off a skate. In front. Great pass save to Rob Corson. Oh, baby, Turek. A little anticipation, maybe a little luck. And Corson coming so close to tying this game.
As a defenseman, unless you're 100% sure getting the puck, well, Cheba Turkin pinched. He did not get it, and the Blues ended up with a 2-on-1. That Turek had to be very sharp. The original shot went wide, but look at the save right here of Corson coming from behind the net. Even a better look here, the right pad of Roman Turek stretching across, and Corson thought he had an easy one, but he was robbed by Roman Turek.
What a save that is. Here's Eastwood with Volk on him. Now to Salvador. Up the boards for Young, not out. Caberlet shot and a rebound. And the Blues, Eastwood gets the puck to Turgeon. Now to Young. Turgeon spun around at center ice by Volk, and here's Brian McCabe. Over to Tomas Caberlet. So you don't have McInnes. You don't have Pronger. You don't have Hill. You're 1-2-3 defenseman. Here's Berezin. He'll take a shot blocked by Salvador.
I wonder if Salvador hadn't come through in a big way, if Sasha Havanoff hadn't come through in a big way, where would this team be?
I agree, Ken. The defense has done a great job, and it seems that someone else always steps up, and that's what you have to have. And when you have a good organization, we talk about the Blues American team, league team in Worcester. They're the best team in all of the American Hockey League. So it just shows if you got an organization, you're going to have the good kids that you can call up from the minors, and they fit right in.
Cross, good shot there, and an equally good glove save by Turek. Our Bud Light What's on Tap. Of course, the Blues will be in Boston tomorrow night, then back home Thursday. The Columbus Blue Jackets will be here, single seats only. Then the All-Star break. They'll be in Columbus Tuesday, February 6th. February 8th is a Thursday. We'll see Tampa Bay for the first time, single seats available. Then February 15th, there's your chance to get some good tickets with Calgary in. Boston on the 24th, that's a Saturday, single seats only. And then more tickets for the San Jose game a little further down the road. But tickets undoubtedly tough to come by. So order in advance, think ahead, look at your schedule as the puck deflects into the crowd, and make those arrangements so you don't get shut out.
And Calgary's a good young hockey club. Guys like Iginla, guys like Savard, they've got some players, Bure, not Pavel Bure, but Valerie Bure, so they can play. It'll be a good game to come to, and their seats are available.
Let's go to Dan McLaughlin.
And coming up in our first intermission here on Fox Sports Net, we'll visit with a man that almost had his 4th goal of the season. The former Blues, Shane Corson, originally drafted back in 1986. A visit with Shane Corson coming up, plus a regional sports update and highlights and stats from our first period. All coming up in our first intermission tonight on Blues Hockey here on Fox Sports Net.
Very much, Dan. Kind of strange to think Shane Corson's in his 52nd game and came close to scoring his 4th goal. Wow.
Toronto doesn't have a 20-goal scorer yet. 7 guys with 10 goals or more, but really amazing. They've really spread their scoring out.
Trying to move in, unable to. Pony Karofsky, and Mayer's up the wing. Knocked down is Simpson, and Ty Domi after the puck. Simpson a little slow in getting up. Puck comes loose to the boards. Played into the corner to Domi. Domi is knocked down. Pony Karofsky has the puck get away, and here's Riesner, and he'll just clear it out. Yaskevich goes back.
Just a Ukrainian name, not a hard name. Ponokarovsky?
No. Ponokarovsky. Alexei. Kiev, Ukraine.
That's it.
Easy name. Not as easy as some others. This will be icing as Manson touches the puck. We're down to 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first period. Nothing happened there. Conroy just kind of took a dive.
And we look at that visor again, and I touched on it in the pregame shows that it used to be when I first started playing that you couldn't put that on. We had to wear helmets in junior, and you didn't have to wear a helmet when you came into the league, but visors became popular after we had some eye injuries, some serious eye injuries, but it was almost a stigma against you that you were a chicken if you wore a visor. But it came to the point where you just had to say, hey, I've got to do what I have to do my job the best, and you put them on. And I can see that you don't want the guys that are the tough guys like Domi, that's going to go create some problems and then have a visor on so he can't be punched. But it's the guys that hang on the pucks that really need to put those on so they don't get those sticks into the face area.
Eastwood trying to get by Hoagland, unable to, and gives the puck back to Reardon. On with Bryce Salvador. He loses the puck. Thomas turns it in front, and Turek whacks it off the boards, and Nash clears it to center ice. I don't think there's much question the day is coming, and it's closer than it ever was, when you're going to have everyone wearing some protection on the face in the National Hockey League. It's just going to happen. Here's Conroy flipping it in. Back to get the puck, Markov. They wave off icing. 2:38 to go, and Bernie, I'm kind of mixed on it. I hate to see it because I see, even though the game was much slower 20 years ago, 30 years ago, players must have controlled their sticks more.
They did.
And I don't understand why they can't today, other than the speed issue, but you should be able to. Now the shot attempt doesn't pan out, and the Blues come to center ice. Nagy ridden off the puck, chips it away. Cheva Turkin taking a look at it. The puck sent in deep by Tucker. The Blues back, big hit on Havanoff. That's Gary Roberts. Havanoff looking around to catch his number. He went one way, his helmet went the other. The Blues get to center ice. Gary Roberts touches the puck, and he's going to take an elbowing penalty, and he's not very happy with the call. We're down to 1:54 to go in the opening period. The Blues are up 1-0. And Wednesday It's college basketball here on Fox Sports Net. What a game this will be. DePaul and the St. Louis Billikens, 7 p.m. Central, right here only on Fox Sports Net. DePaul and the St. Louis Billikens.
The Blues are going to get the first power play of the game. You see Havanoff with no helmet on. And this is the reason why he did. You see the elbow there, the left arm of Gary Roberts goes up, knocks the helmet off, and that's what he's called for. So Roberts goes in. The Blues, the first power play. The Blues 2 for 10 this season in the 2 games against Toronto so far. So this would be a nice way to get the second goal and take a 2-goal lead into the first intermission.
18:06 the time of the penalty. The Blues on the power play are 6th best in the league. They're successful about 19% of the time. Toronto 17th in the league killing penalties at about 84%. The Blues are by far the better team statistically on the special teams. Turgeon can't get the puck. Jochen has it to Pierre Turgeon. The other forward is Young. There he is in front, and no one able to make a connection. This is Havanoff. Reardon's at the other point in the power play. Cross all over Turgeon. This is, of course, where you see typically McInnes and Pronger on the points on the power play, where they're sorely missed. And the Blues were ineffective the other night once they didn't have McInnes. And the puck goes off Reardon into the crowd with 1:12 to go in the period and 1:18 left in the Blues man advantage.
It's a little difference on the power play. Havanoff a left-handed shot playing on the right side. So what I'd like to see is I'd like to see the Blues kind of set up more down deep to Pierre Turgeon and let him try to control the play in the corner. But obviously you can see Toronto is not going to let Pierre Turgeon try to get set up. So you can just see all by himself. Reardon way out there. That's what you have to do, is try to make the diagonal passes maybe across to the other side to Reardon, and then hopefully get some traffic in front.
Now the Blues have 4 forwards and 1 defenseman. The lone defenseman is Salvador. Turgeon playing back on a point, and the puck deflects into the crowd. And with McInnes and Pronger, it's something the Blues haven't really had to do much in many seasons, is play a forward on the point, although we've seen Scott Young there and others on occasion, but not often.
Absolutely. And well, Chris Pronger and Al McInnes have not both been out together since 1997, so one or the other has always been there. But look at Salvador, has had a great rookie season, so it's very difficult. You try different things, and I don't know if with a 1-goal lead, if I'd like to see a forward back there, Kenny. If the Blues are behind, I don't mind seeing a forward back, but very difficult position to play. I'm sure Pierre Turgeon probably has played it before, though, but it is very difficult to play defense when you're used to being a forward, and you're so concerned about taking that extra chance that could end up an odd man rush, and then you get burnt and you never get back there again.
It was a short spin on defense, or the point, if you will, for Turgeon. Havanoff over to Reardon. Breaking up the play is Corson. We're in the last half minute of the period. Puck goes behind the Blues net. This is Sasha Havanoff, an NHL rookie at age 28. Over far side, the puck shot in by Nagy, up front with Drake and Corso. After the puck, young Daniel Corso, who's put up some points in his short NHL time. Centering effort intercepted. 8 seconds to go in the period. Igor Korolev will flip the puck in. We're down to 3 seconds remaining, and that's just about going to do it. That is the end of the first period. There'll be a 5-second Blues power play to begin the second period. The only goal scored by Vladimir Chebaturkin, his first with the Blues at 4:57. Blues hockey is brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the NHL. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. Coming up here at Savvis Center, our first intermission as the NHL continues. The Blues have a 1-0 lead, and Dan McLaughlin will chat with the Maple Leafs' Shane Corson. 1-0 lead. We're ready to drop the puck here to begin the second period. Well, Daniel Corso will face off with Shane Corson. The Blues have a 5-second power play, which doesn't figure to amount to much. Treble shoots the puck in, and the penalized player Gary Roberts is out. Interestingly enough, in the last 6 games with Toronto, the Blues are 22 out of 22 on penalty kills, so Toronto hasn't done much with the power play against the Blues for some time. This is the 3rd and final meeting of the season between the two clubs. Puck gets by Corson. Corso is there. Corson clears it out, and the Blues control the puck. Here's Jeff Finley winding up, blasting it in. It ends up behind the net. Camberley up the boards for Roberts. He'll tip the puck out, and Jeff Finley scampers back into his own zone. Now Toronto is changing. We're just underway in the second period. Up to Reardon. His pass tipped away. That's offside. And a delayed call. Tucker clearly offside. And the Blues, Finley's going to circle, and now they'll blow the whistle on the offside call. Blues hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Hardee's, where the food's the star. By the Casino Queen. They know what floats your boat. And by Commerce Bank. Reach financial goals faster with internet banking from Commerce. Open your account today at commercebank.com. From the face-off, Yaskevich shoots the puck in. Reardon will tip it high and out to center ice. Here's Sundin. He's challenged by Conroy. Nash is there, up to Eastwood. Back to Reardon. Off the boards, out of the reach of Conroy. Yaskevich for the Leafs, leading the puck for Cross. Up the far side to Hoagland, on with Sundin and Thomas. Now up to Yaskevich, but Thomas is offside at the St. Louis blue line with 1:21 gone here in the second period. The Blues with that 1-goal lead.
Pat Quinn, the coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, actually the general manager too, and according to him, he's not been very happy. He's traded every player on his team at least twice. Once for Eric Lindros, once for Rob Blake. So he's not sure who he's supposed to have on his team right now, and it's been a lot of pressure on all the players in Toronto, reading that every day about who's going for Lindros, and that's the only place Lindros wants to play.
He doesn't seem to be very close to getting a chance to play in Toronto either.
No, I don't think so.
Cross, long pass, too far for Thomas. The puck the length of the ice. Salvador trying to touch it, then Reardon does. Icing is the call against the Maple Leafs.
I will say this, the Blues are really outworking the Leafs right now. Sometimes a team comes into a building when you see the stars are all out, no McInnes, no Pronger, no Dimitra, no Handzus. You take the team a little lightly, and maybe Toronto is doing that right now, and you have to give the Blues a lot of credit. They're playing with a lot of energy, and that's how you beat the teams, when you have energy, that extra adrenaline that's flowing. And these guys want to prove to everybody that this is a very good hockey team, even when they lose some of their stars, that there's a lot of depth on this hockey club.
Once you get by this game, as you see the shots on goal, Toronto tonight, you get Boston on the road tomorrow night. Doesn't figure to be an easy game. In fact, the Bruins are playing really well right now, only lost twice in their last 10. After that, you've got Columbus, the All-Star break in Columbus. So in terms of number of games and the teams you're playing, it's not the most difficult stretch on the schedule. So the Blues seemingly get a bit of a break there as they shoot the puck in. Manson can't clear. Turns onto the net. A shot. Joseph the save. Manson on the rebound. Playing the puck off the boards. Trying to keep it in. Habanoff. Now Yannick Perreault. Perreault on the right wing for Berezin. Sergei Berezin fakes the shot. Trying to move on Drake, a forward back. Then Turkin can't get the puck. Manson plays it to Perreault to Valk. Trying to weave his way, and the feed to Berezin is too far. Berezin challenged by Habanoff in the corner. Perreault and Turgeon there. Turgeon pries the puck loose. Nice play with Drake. Turkin trailing. Turgeon looks in front, flips the puck to the net, and Joseph clears it away. This is Ty Domi. Domi, a long pass. Now Finley caught. 2-on-1. In front, Markov. He'll take a shot and doesn't get much on it. The man with the puck, Pony Karofsky. And the Blues back the other way. Mears loses the puck. That creates an offside play, and the whistle stops the action. So we go end to end here early in the second period.
Pony Karofsky played everything well on that, but then he goes and does a nice drag play. For whatever reason, he could have made that pass earlier, but Pierre Turgeon, a great scoring chance for the Blues before the Leafs had theirs. You see Turgeon taking the puck off the boards. Didn't get a lot of wood on it. Good position there by Curtis Joseph, but great work by Turgeon pulling that puck off the boards. You see there, he didn't get a lot of wood on that, but look at the move here. There's no need to make that move, and then the behind the back pass there, and Markov really should have had a good scoring chance there. Didn't get it. I think the kid could have made a nice soft pass into the middle instead of make that, I would call a Mickey Mouse move before he made that pass.
Well, he's just a 20-year-old. As you saw, this is just his 6th NHL game. The pass, Korolev ahead. Domi shoots the puck in. Out comes Turek, can't clear. Caberlet, a shot. That's blocked, loose puck. Here's Reisner. McCabe back. He's got Mayers with him. Quick shot, Joseph the save. In front for Simpson from Mayers, knocked away. Backhander leg saved by Joseph on Simpson. Mayers, Simpson, and Reisner. This is Reisner. Bumped by McCabe. Caberlet trying to move around Mayers. Can't. Reisner centers. Quick shot. Simpson. Oh, baby, what a save. Joseph, another save to Rob Simpson on the rebound. What great work by Simpson, Mayers, and Reisner. And terrific goaltending from Curtis Joseph.
Top break there for this line there. Reed Simpson, a good shot and off the left goal post, and then he got a second crack at it. But good forechecking by the Blues. This is how you're going to beat the Leafs. Look at this pass. Reisner right in front to Simpson. There you see the puck hits that, I believe, the left post, and then the save there by Joseph, and then he was able to hang on. But good work by this line with good forechecking. We'll get a better look here. Here's the shot. Right off that left goal post and then back into the middle. Joseph made the good save, getting that paddle of his stick down and then hanging on to the rebound. Here's a better look from the overhead. He was clearly beat, but unfortunately a bad break for the Blues that it went off the post, and instead of going in, it came back right out into the slot.
This is Darcy Tucker. Ahead too far for Shane Corson. Turek out. Plays the puck up the boards. Cross pinches, and here's Turkin. He runs into trouble, loses the puck. Crosses, shot, deflection. Corson scores. Shane Corson, his 4th goal of the season, set up by Cross. And Turkin had the chance to clear. Did not do a very good job of it.
Mistakes in your own zone, and Kenny, that's something that we were concerned about. It's the defense is a lot more inexperienced without having Pronger McInnes. We see the clearing play here by Roman Turek along the boards. Now this puck has got to go out. Turkin's got it. Now what he's got to do there is at least get it up over the glass, but he didn't. There's a deflection. Roman Turek in good position, but the puck changes direction. But Turek had that on his, I should say, Turkin had that on his forehand. He's got to go up high off the glass there, especially on his off wing. He's not able to do it, and Toronto gets a break and capitalize off it.
So this one is tied at 1 here early in the second, and the Blues, Jeff Finley in possession. Let's see if that gives Toronto a little lift. Dallas Drake with Turgeon Young. Drake shoots the puck in. Corey Cross behind his net to Darcy Tucker. Tucker with Corson and Roberts. Here's Shane Corson leaving the puck for Yaskevich, the veteran defenseman. Can't move in around Finley. Yaskevich trying to leave the puck, does for Roberts. Turgeon on him. Roberts can't get around Finley. Roberts, good job battling. Then the puck off treble. Here's Yaskevich advancing. He'll send the puck behind the net. Around far side for Turgeon. Can't clear. Roberts stopped. And Young, a pass for Turgeon. He's got Drake with him. Both teams looking to change players. Turgeon trying to feed in front. Hits Cross. Then Salvador loses the puck, and Roberts just flips it in. The Leafs and Blues are changing. We're just past the 5-minute mark of the second period. 1-1 the score. Salvador to center ice. Shoots the puck in. Manson back. Fires it up the boards. And play is stopped. That's an icing call against the Blues. But a goal at 3:59. Shane Corson's 4th from Corey Cross has tied this one up.
Turkin was on the off wing. He's a left-hand shot. You could see here he should have just got that up off the glass, but he just spanned on it. Good job by Tucker, and you see the deflection there right in front. No chance for Roman Turek. He almost had it with his right mid, but when Turkin gets that puck in the situation, when you know that you've got guys on top of you, you can't even hesitate. Either throw it up over the glass or get it off the glass at least so that it goes out, and he made a mistake, and the Leafs capitalized on it.
There's not much room for error at this level. Here's Tyson Nash. He'll dump the puck out. After it is Conroy. Manson beats him to it. Then it's left for Nash. In front, he's got Eastwood. Can't get the puck there. Danny Markov clears the puck down the ice. Racing back, Havanoff. He gets there ahead of Sundin and touches the puck. Make it Todd Reardon. And as Reardon touches it, that's an icing call against Toronto. And it's 1-1 here with 5:31 played in the second period. SeaWorld Youth Backpack Night is coming up with the San Jose Sharks here Monday, February 26th, and the first 5,000 fans 15 and under will receive a Blues backpack courtesy of SeaWorld. By the way, seats in most price ranges are available for that game, and they're available at all Ticketmaster outlets. Good to see so many youngsters here tonight. We have another huge crowd to witness this one. These two teams played here on November 4th. Remember, that was a 0-0 final. Nash, a shot knocked down in front, and the Leafs control. And of course, that memorable game November 29th in Toronto. The Blues were down 5-0 in the third, came back to win 6-5. Nash with the puck. Reardon belted down from behind by Sundin without his stick. No call, but it got the crowd excited. And here is Bryce Salvador. He loses the puck. Hoagland centers all the way to the blue line to Manson. Over for Markov. In front. The pass gets by Thomas, and the shot by Manson deflects wide. Blues get a break there. Nash leaves the puck for Eastwood. He'll fling it off the glass. Nash can't get it. Here's Steve Thomas centering. Oh, in front. Perreault all alone. Berezin flips the puck behind the net. And it's Marty Reisner for the Blues, the Rochester, New York product. Reisner flips the puck in. The Blues completing a change. Here's Mayers. Manson runs into him. Gets him good with an arm to the chest. Ball to center ice. Can't get around Havanoff. Here's Manson. His pass to Berezin. He's spun around a bit by Havanoff. Balk in the corner. Runs into Chevaturkin. Berezin runs into Havanoff. The battle for the puck. It comes past Perreault, and Simpson feeds on the right wing for Mayers. Working in on Caberlet. Reardon and Reisner rather in front, and he can't get the puck to Reisner, who runs into Havanoff, who's caught. Now the Blues fortunately intercept, and Mayers a blind pass. Fortunately, Berezin loses his balance, and this is Dan Treble. Both teams changing. Toronto right now, the Blues looking to change. And we're at the 3:20 mark of the second period. Puck deflected in by Young. 1-1 is the score. Toronto with the puck. Caberlet has it. He and McCabe are on defense. Korolev up front with Volk and Ponikarovsky. This is Ponikarovsky, and offside is Korolev, and that brings a whistle. Blues 1, Leafs 1 here in the second period.
Some players are passers. This is a 3-on-1. Jamal Mayers. Now he's a shooter. He tried to pass it here. He should have shot it. You see there, he just muffed on the pass there. It ended up going in the corner. So opportunities like that, you got to get a shot on net, especially a 3-on-1. Jamal Mayers trying to make the pass. He should have probably shot it.
Here's Turgeon back now to Treble. Treble and Finley. Treble gets the puck in barely, and it's offside. And the Blues have the big line of Turgeon, Drake, and Young out there right now. Let's go see what's new with Dan McLaughlin.
Well, Ken, that man, Joe Quenneville, has had problems lately. Nearly 10 people are injured and could be playing. It's been a tough stretch for he and the Blues.
This is the toughest stretch I've been around. We've seen some guys, some teams go through it. The Montreal comes to mind last year, this year, where it's very extensive. We're as far as I'm extended out, and hopefully this is the end of it. And between now and the All-Star break, we get through these 3 games, and we get a lot of guys back.
And the thing to consider, Colorado has 77 points, the Blues 72, and the Blues still have many games in hand, and yet they're only 5 points back at Colorado in the Western Conference, so the Blues are doing the job with all the depth that they have. Guys?
All right, Dan. Ponikarovsky, a shot, and the puck held by Turek, and a little mix-up behind the net. Domi and the giant next to him, Reardon, and they just kind of fence with each other and nothing more. On the field, they're invincible, but off the field, they're all too human. Fox Sports takes a look at the athletes you thought you knew. This week, find out about the Roberto Duran you never knew. Beyond the Glory takes you inside the hidden world of sports' biggest stars. Beyond the Glory, Sunday at 8 p.m. Central on Fox Sports Net. Colorado with the most points in the league at 77. They played 2 more games than the Blues, who are 5 points back. Now, if the Blues win the 2 games, they're still a point back. And usually, if you put the games the Blues had in hand and they did decently in them, they'd by far be ahead of Colorado, but that's evaporated.
Yeah, this has been a tough stretch, and the scary part now, Detroit only 4 points behind Detroit. Blues only 3 games on hand now in the wings, so that gets tighter now.
Blues have played 49 games, Detroit 52. The Blues have 6 more points in the wings, and that puck deflects into the crowd. 1-1 the score here in the second period. You can't live without goaltenders. Sometimes you think you can't live with them. And our Dobbs trivia question: which goaltender set a record with 20 or more victories in each of his first NHL seasons?
That's a great accomplishment. First 12 seasons. I could make some guesses, but Tony Esposito, maybe, a guy like him.
What era are we talking about? I'm not asking you, Bernie, of course, but a little older. 70s, folks. We're going to get a hint. Talking about not the 90s or anything. We're talking about the 70s. What about Patrick Waugh?
No.
No?
I would say I was guessing Tony Esposito, but Patrick Waugh. Montreal didn't have that great a team there for some years. Mind you, 20 wins, not that great, I guess. So
yeah,
could have been him.
wins. Here comes Roberts. He's bumped finally by Trouble. Corso back, playing the puck in the near corner to Nagy, and he'll leave it there. Finley ahead. Hest can't reach the puck. Manson leaves it. Markov banks it off the boards. Corson over to Roberts. Treble will get in Roberts' way. Nagy with the puck. I mean, he gets blasted by Tucker, and he'll be lucky to get up. Nagy's not a big fella, and that kind of thing will happen. Out to Markov. Poke check by Hest. Then Darcy Tucker with a bouncing puck. Looking to center, does. Tipped away. And the Leafs still in possession. It's Tucker again. And the pass intercepted by Finley. He'll get it right back. Now the play is stopped. We've got an injured player, Darcy Tucker. When you give, you must receive.
Yes, he got drilled by, I believe it was Nagy that drilled him. At least that's who I thought it was, along the boards, right, our near boards. Tucker went down hard. He was trying to chip the puck, and he got hit hard. You can see his helmet's right down over his eyes. There's Nagy, and there's the culprit. And he's a pretty solid kid for a little guy, but the original play in the corner, you're going to see Nagy get hit by Tucker right there. Now the puck is going to continue. It looks like Nagy was hurt a little bit, but here it is now as Tucker's looking back, and look at this, boom. You don't watch your passes in this league, Kenny. That's a hard hit.
Almost a late hit, but it was due. It was due.
If you give, you must receive.
That's right.
Great hit by Nagy there.
That shows you a little bit about Vladislav Nagy.
Yep. He's a solid kid, too. He can play, and he's getting better every time he's out there.
I've always thought he had ability, but you're always, for some reason, questioning size. That shot by Caberlet, not wide by much. The save by Turek on Sundin. Caberlet feeds behind the net. Sundin there with Salvador. He'll flip the puck off the glass. Tomas Caberlet gets it ahead. Hoagland in a pass. Broken up by Eastwood behind the net for Salvador. The Blues and Leafs are tied at 1. Nash turns the puck out, and Caberlet will go back. Now under 10 minutes remaining here in the second period. The Blues out shooting Toronto 5-2 in this period. Shots are 12-11 Leafs on the night. Jonas Hoagland, quick shot, stick save, Turek, and he smothers the rebound with Sundin there. And Reardon and Sundin, two tall hombres, get involved in a bit of a shoving match. And everybody going, well, we'll take on Mr. Reardon, and he's got a little bit of a smile going. So he's enjoying himself, and we hope you are. Blues 1, Leafs 1.
Leafs are tied here at 1 here at Savas, and let's listen to the Fox sounds of the game. You know what? It's not that funny, Kenny, when you get hit that hard, but he deserved it. He hit Nagy first, and boy, that was a shot.
He's gone. The puck's been gone from my stick for so long. I didn't know I could be hit, you know, after the game.
But it was a nice pass.
Yeah, you like watching it. We go to our Dobbs trivia question. Well, we talked about some goalies. Patrick Waugh going back to his early days, or Tony Esposito, and Bernie got it right. We're almost unbeatable in this game.
They're trying harder now, though.
Yeah, you get all the credit tonight. You nailed that one. The pride of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and Michigan Tech. Tony Esposito, and a brother some people heard of, named Phil. Hoagland whips the puck behind the net. Thomas losing it to Eastwood, then Sundin on him. Back to Steve Thomas, to Corey Cross. And the shot blocked. He loses his stick, whips the puck into the corner. That's figuring it out, but you have to let a Blues player touch the puck. That's a hand pass that stops play. Well, before the game tonight, Bernie and I welcomed Ashley St. Moraine to the broadcast booth. Ashley and her family have stayed at the Ronald McDonald Children's Home here in St. Louis while she receives treatment at the St. Louis Children's Hospital. Ashley St. Romaine, and right now Fox Sports Net is helping McDonald's restaurants raise money for the Ronald McDonald Children's Charities, and we hope you'll visit a McDonald's through Valentine's Day and make a donation in the Give a Little Love campaign. The donation you make will help families like Ashley's as they receive medical treatment. Nice gal, nice family from Monroe, Louisiana. She was at her first hockey game, as was her mom. Very nice people. Cheva Turkin a shot, deflects wide. Ashley, 12 years old.
Yeah, sweet little girl. It's lovely to have a place like Ronald McDonald House. They've spent a lot of time here. They've been here a couple of months, so she's waiting for a lung transplant. So she's a sweet little girl, and hopefully everything will go well for her.
Reisner dumps the puck in. Leafs control. Manson to Markov. 8.5 minutes remaining in the second period. 1-1 the score. This crowd trying to get in it, chanting "Let's go Blues." Reisner to Mayers. He gets hacked at by Perreault, hit by Markov, and the Blues change. Dave Manson with the puck. Up for Gary Vault. Into the middle. Young intercepts to Turgeon. He's stopped. Perreault for Sergei Berezin. Trying to move in, gets stopped. Drake advances the puck to Turgeon. Not much room. Drake gets a stick in the mouth, and this is Jeff Finley. Up for Young, off his skate to Pierre Turgeon. Turgeon sees Drake, no play there to Young, and he can't get his stick on the puck. Finley moves in, he gets blasted. Now Dallas Drake shoots, and that's blocked by Caberlet. Finley gets his stick held by Perreault, finally gets it loose, and the pass from Treble up for Turgeon. He's stopped, loose puck for Drake. Blues at the end of the shift, having trouble working in. The puck jumps up, hits the Leafs player who is down and injured. Threw off his glove immediately, and they've got a problem, and the linesman knows it, and they grab a towel. The puck jumped right up and caught the Leaf player, I believe, in the face. He threw his glove down immediately and went down, and you can see the gory result right there. And it is Markov, the defenseman, young Danny Markov. So he caught the puck, I believe, Bernie.
Yeah, he did. It came up there, and I can't tell where he was cut, but he threw off the glove immediately, and his hand went to his face. So, boy, we're seeing a lot of cuts lately, but here you see the puck there jump up in the air right there and catch him. I believe it looked like maybe in the forehead area or over maybe the left eye. We'll see it here. You'll see the puck just flip up right here and go right in and hit him right in the face somewhere. Gloves come off right away. You can see, when a player is cut immediately when he goes off. Let's hope that's not in the eye area. Usually that means it's usually an eyebrow, somewhere in that area, that you're bleeding like that quickly, or in the nose. But it looks like he's holding his towel a little higher than, so it looks like maybe above the eye.
I thought it was above his left eye. This game's getting a lot tougher than it used to be, Bernie. We're just in a bad stretch here.
We're going to have to go a little further up top here, Kenny. We might be getting too close to the action here.
Might not be safe here. Coming up tonight, it's the 11 p.m. Regional Sports Report. 30 minutes of nightly sports news completely dedicated to the home teams throughout the Midwest. There's what you'll hear about and more. Regional highlights, in-depth interviews. The 11 p.m. Regional Sports Report, Midwest Edition, tonight at 11 p.m. Central only on Fox Sports Net. And they'll be talking about NHL visors during the show tonight.
And there's another example. If Markov has a visor on, he doesn't get cut, because it would have hit him right in the visor. It's amazing how many times you get hit in the visor, and you wouldn't get hit in the face because the visor sticks out a couple of inches away from your face, but it's amazing how many times you'll see black marks, all kinds of marks on your shield when you're wearing it, even though you know that the puck wouldn't, or the stick wouldn't hit you in the eye or in the face. It's just far enough away that it does protect you an awful lot.
Here's Sasha Havanoff. running into trouble with Domi. Turgeon helps out. He runs into Ponikarowski. Then in front, Drake will take over. Now we've got another Blues player hurt, and it's Vladimir Chebaturkin. I believe it is Chebaturkin down in front of Roman Turek. Bernie, I think we ought to do the game from the parking lot and wear visors out there.
Really? Wow. When it rains, it pours. We keep saying it now. Hopefully this is nothing serious. He seems to be all right. And I don't know exactly what he hurt. He's not cut. We know that much. We'll see if we can get a look at it. But let's take a look at the play. The shot may have got him here. Here's the shot. Maybe caught him on the inside of the foot. That's what happened. Inside of the right ankle there. That's why he went down. So right in the inside, right there, you see inside of the right ankle. And that does hurt. No protection there on the inside of the skate boot. So that's smarts, but looks like he's going to be okay.
So there's Chebaturkin, the Blues, with McInnes out, Reed Lowe out, first time tonight. Brent Johnson, Chris Pronger, Lubos Protectional, Michael Hanzus, Pavel Demitra, Sean Hill. Not enough for you? Oh, that's a lot of injuries. Reardon looking for the puck. Young there. It comes to Korolev. Caberlet. McCabe, a shot right on the save and a rebound. And the Blues can't clear. McCabe keeps the puck in. And Salvador fires it up the boards. Not out. Igor Korolev sends it ahead to Domi. Now in the corner for Korolev. And Young is there. Blues don't quite have the jump that they had in the first period. And generally in this period, Bernie, it seems as though the Leafs are getting to the puck much better.
I think the adrenaline and energy was there, but it's come down now as the game has progressed.
Here's Gary Roberts. He's stopped and Hesh breaks out. McCabe grabs him. Loose puck for Daniel Corso. On McCabe. Can't make the final move. Corso still with a puck. Feeds in front off the skate of Caberlet. And Corso at center ice. Back for Reardon. He and Salvador on defense. This is Bryce Salvador up the middle for Corso. Battling to get to the puck, and he loses it. McCabe dumps the puck into the blue zone. It'll go the length of the ice. Salvador back to touch it, icing the call. And in the interim, there's going to be a hooking penalty against the Blues. 5:57 to go, second period, and the Blues will be shorthanded.
A hook. Now the dive there on Corson. So both Reardon and Corson are going off, and I'm dead against this call. It's one or the other. And I don't know who it's a bigger break for. It looked like a dive by Corson at the end, but he was clearly being hooked. So I don't really like that call. I haven't all year, and I think that's a break for the Blues.
Blues with a puck, 4-on-4. Of course, when you can put out Pronger and McInnes and Turgeon and Young, you really like playing 4-on-4. Here's Jaskevich. His shot deflects off of Treble. Treble ends up with a puck. Makes a nice move there. And let's see how he finishes the play. Well, if he doesn't get dizzy, he's got a chance up to Eastwood. What a heck of a play. Then Hesht overskates the puck. Matt Sundin with Jonas Hoagland. Here is Hoagland. The ex-Calgary Flame. Over to Jaskevich's shot. Whoa, and that was a close call. Here's Mike Eastwood. Just over 5 minutes to go. Second period. The puck hits Hesht. Goes the length of the ice. He and Jaskevich after it. Hesht gets to it first. No icing. Jochen Hesht taken down. Trying to get to the puck is Conroy. Conroy out of the crowd. Poke checked. Perreault with a puck for Toronto. He'll circle back. Now less than 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Up to Perreault with Berezin. Can't make the play. Back the other way. Conroy. He's got Nash with him. Havenoff and Salvador on defense. Conroy trying to move in on McCabe, and he's unable to, and he gets ridden to the boards heavily. Berezin can't get the puck. Havenoff has it. Now to Nash. He's well covered. Back to the point. Salvador flips the puck in the corner. Conroy behind the net. Bumped by Caberlet, centers, and Brian McCabe intercepts. 1-1 the score. Both teams shorthanded. It's the second period. Caberlet to Berezin. Back for Caberlet. Well covered by Salvador. Let's go the other way. Here's Nash with Turgeon. Turgeon to Nash. One-timer. Oh, a dazzling save by Joseph. Turgeon trying to battle Perreault. Caberlet gets the puck. 5 seconds to go in the penalties. Berezin for Toronto. Trying to work in on Treble. Cannot do it. Turgeon trying to get the puck. Finally, it's set in front by Perreault. Here's Finland to the red line to Young. In the middle for Turgeon. Back for Young. He's got a man on the right wing. The pass. Shot! Saved by Joseph. What a save there on Nagy. Back the other way as both teams are back at full strength. Korolev to Domi. Domi flips the puck behind the net. Igor Korolev can't get around Finley. Reisner doesn't get the puck. Now Toronto to Manson. A shot to Flex. Finley in possession. He'll play the puck off the board. Domi keeps it in. Domi in trouble. Goal behind the net. Domi putting on the brakes. 3:17 to go in the second period. Ponikarovsky with the puck to Korolev. Korolev behind the net. Domi out in front. They'll go to the point. Manson, a shot. And it flutters into the area back of the net. Now centered. The Blues intercept Reisner. Over far side to Young and out to center ice. Cross. Leaves the puck. Poked ahead by Ponikarovsky. Now here's Reisner. Hit by Ponikarovsky. Here's a chance for Nagy. Nagy pulls up. The Blues are changing. Behind the net, Corso hit by Cross. Puck centered out of the reach of Nagy. And it's Domi very late in a shift. He'll just backhand the puck into the blue zone from his side of center. Hustling back to touch it, Corso. Icing is the call against Toronto. And we're down to 2:36 to go in the second period. 1-1 is the score with hectic action.
Ladislav Nagy has had some good opportunities in this game, and a good play, passing play, Young to Nagy. Nagy took a shot here. He didn't spot Pierre Turgeon, who was open in front of the net, and a good save by Joseph. If Nagy spots him earlier, you see the pass. Nagy had just come off the bench, but look at Turgeon right here on the near side. Couldn't handle the rebound there as it came off the right pad of Curtis Joseph.
John has come by, wants to say hi to all the guys at Local 670 tonight. And Dave and Laura Schmidt of Festus are here. They met at the old arena on January 29th, 1986, 14 years ago at an Oilers game. Dave was waiting to get Wayne Gretzky's autograph. Laura was trying to get Paul Coffey's autograph, and that's where they met. Dave got his autograph, Laura didn't, but they've been married for 13 and a half years after meeting 14 years ago tonight at a hockey game.
Pretty impressive.
Good place to be tonight.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to Dave and Laura Schmidt.
See, what did I say about the single seats? There it is. It happened right there.
There you go. And they've sat together ever since. Turkin trying to stop Corson. Loose puck. Here's Gary Roberts. Darcy Tucker, the other forward. Yaskevich and Caberlet on defense. Bumped from behind by Corson. And here's Turkin. Corson pursuing him. Runs into the boards. And the puck cleared out. Deflects into the Toronto bench. 2:02 to go in the second period. We go to Dan McLaughlin.
Well, guys, we've been talking about him all night long, Shane Corson. Well, he spent some time here in St. Louis. He had a chance to talk about that during our first intermission. That's Shane Corson scoring 1 and 2 of his 20 goals in his brief tenure here in St. Louis. It lasted 1 year and 11 games. Of course, he's a power forward, spends a lot of time in front of the net, has those good hands, and he scored a goal tonight, his 4th of the season. You would expect more than 4 goals, as you mentioned, Ken, but Shane Corson spent some time right here with the St. Louis Blues. Guys?
Shane Corson is that power forward. He's lost a little bit of his speed, I think, in his zip that he had earlier in his career, but always a gamer, not afraid to stand in front of the net, not afraid to drop his gloves, and a very good character player, and that's why the Leafs went after him.
Here for the Blues, up the boards by Nagy. McCabe a shot, and it's deflected wide by Roberts. Bryce Salvador off the glass. And by McCabe, Roberts will get the puck and slide it back to Manson. 1:45 on the clock. We're in the second period at Savas Center. The Blues have scored. That was in the first. The Leafs have scored here in the second. Turkin and Corson. Now McCabe waits, shoots. Blocked in front. Oh, and the rebound goes wide. Corson for Tucker. The puck skips by him. McCabe pinches in. Sends the puck into the corner to Roberts behind the net. Corson in front. Roberts a shot. The save, and the net comes loose. And good job there by Roman Turek holding his ground with Gary Roberts barreling in.
Roberts is another guy that is like Shane Corson that's going to go to the front of the net, and it's exactly what the Leafs did here. They cycled it down. Roberts with the give and go. You see the little pass, and then he goes to the front of the net, takes the return pass, and a good play by Roman Turek to go ahead and hold that post. Forces Roberts to knock the puck or the net off its lodgings there, but good goaltending by Roman Turek. It's even better. See how he's up against that post? No chance of scoring from there. And Roberts knocked that net loose. I don't know why that puck drop is not outside the line. Roman Turek with a little more of the work just by 2 extra shots, but they're going to keep the faceoff inside the blue zone. Kenny, I don't know why.
Eastwood wins the draw, but Thomas ends up with a puck. Steve Thomas to Matt Sundin. You've got Hoagland in front of the net. Sundin can't get past Eastwood. Sundin crunches Nash. Eastwood in the corner. Flips the puck past Treble. And Conroy dumps it ahead too far for Nash. We're in the last minute of the second period. Blues 1, Leafs 1. Blues have lost only once in regulation against the Eastern Conference this season in 13 games. And they have the overtime loss here to Philadelphia. But they've had a lot of success against Eastern Conference teams. At center ice, Juszkiewicz over the line, and Thomas moves in ahead of the puck on the near right wing. 36.8 seconds to go in the second period. Well, the Blues are proud to be a gold sponsor of the Bob Costas Gala. And this year it stars Jerry Seinfeld, Harry Belafonte, and Kathleen Madigan. It'll be on Saturday, March the 3rd at the Fox Theater, and all the proceeds will benefit the Bob Costas Cancer Center at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. For tickets or corporate packages, there's the number to call, 314-577-5605. Ken Wilson, Bernie Federko, Dan McLaughlin here at Savas in the final minute of the second period. Blues shoot the puck in from their side of center. Caberlet gets to it first. Boy, it looked like the Blues player Scott Young got there first, but they say no. So the faceoff with 28.2 seconds to go will come up near Turek. Here's the play.
I thought you were right. Let's see whose stick hits it first. Scott Young's stick is the one on the right here, which hits it. I think he did, Kenny. I don't know. It was close. It was close.
That would have been difficult to call at real speed.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's difficult to call in slow motion. We're going to give the linesman the benefit of the doubt there.
He was a lot closer than we were, too.
Yeah. And he had 2 big guys in front of him looking to see who was going to touch it. Now the Leafs with a puck. Bears into the point. Caberlet, a shot right on it, hits Turek, and he smothers the rebound. And Reardon does the same. He smothers a Leaf player. That's the way to clear him out. The Leafs are just a tad bit feisty. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you're supposed to play the game.
If you want to score a goal, you have to pay the price, and that's what the Leafs were trying to do. Again, the faceoff won by the Leafs. Good play here, getting the puck back to the point. The quick shot was deflected in front. You see right there, Roman Turek had to be very quick to get the mid on it. But there, as the Leafs go to the front of the net, as you should. Good work by the Blues defense. Todd Reardon just crushes his man into the middle of the net, and that's exactly what you have to do.
He took care of the veteran winger, Gary Ball. 22.4 seconds to go in the second period. The shots are 16-13 now, favoring Toronto. On the draw, the Blues have possession. Salvador up the boards. At center ice, Brian McCabe. Now Perreault gets the puck. Plays it off the boards, gives it up to Reardon. 8 seconds to go. He'll blast it in. We're down to 4 seconds. Nash a shot wide, 2 seconds. And that's going to do it. That's the end of the period after Chebaturkin scored in the first. Corson picked up his 4th from Cross on a deflection at 3:59 of the second, and this game is tied at 1. Blues hockey is brought to you by Budweiser, who salutes parents who talk to their kids about drinking. We all make a difference. Craig Conroy will be the guest of Dan McLaughlin. We'll have a regional sports update, and of course Bernie and I will be along with second period highlights. Again, after 2 periods of play at Savas Center, the Maple Leafs and the Blues are tied at 1. Now for a look at what's coming up on the National Sports Report after the game, let's go to the Fox Network Center.
Curtis Joseph before the game, and he said one thing is clear. We're never out of a game, and we're never really on top of where we're going to blow out anybody. So it's a close game, and you always have to be in sharp and goal because you just don't know what's going to happen. I think he's absolutely right now. 1-1 game, I guess, is something that I would expect at a real low-scoring game.
Yep, here's Reardon. Of course, they had that 0-0 tie here the first time the 2 teams met. Now the puck comes back near the blue line, chipped wide of the net. This is Steve Thomas. And then the shot knocked down by Hoagland, and the Blues clear the puck out. The Blues have Conroy, Nash, and Eastwood out there with Salvador and Reardon. And that's an offside pass from inside the Toronto zone out over the red line. 1-1 the score. We go to Dan McLaughlin.
Well, Ken, let's take you back to the last time these two teams met. Third period in Toronto. Blues trailed by the score of 5-0. The Blues came back, though, beat the Leafs 6-5 in overtime, making it the best comeback in National Hockey League history. Alexei Havanov scored twice, including the game-tying goal. 25 seconds left. Pavel Demitra had 2 assists. Jochen Hesch scored the game winner in OT and added a helper. And in overtime, here it is, the historic goal for the St. Louis Blues, their greatest comeback in regular season history, the best in NHL history. What a moment that was for this organization, guys.
That was a game we will not forget anytime soon. Shane Corson to Tucker. Then the clearing effort hits Roberts by Treble, and a nice sunken effort to Turgeon with Young and Drake. Drake after the puck. Yaskevich there. Flips the puck off the glass. Kicks it. Can't get around Turgeon. Then the puck knocked away. Yaskevich whips it up the right wing boards. And the Leafs on the attack at center ice. Gary Roberts. He'll just flip it in. And the Blues will go back. Here's Dan Treble. We're just underway really in the third period. Turgeon comes back to take the puck from Roberts. Turgeon forced in front of the net. Nice little soft pass ahead for Drake. And Drake fires the shot on net. Joseph the save. Turns the puck back off the boards to Cross. Corey Cross ahead for Roberts. Tough pass to handle. And the Blues take over. It's Vladislav Nagy on the right wing for Hest. He'll shoot the puck in. Played by Corso to Chebaturkin. Chebaturkin tied up, roughed up a bit by Roberts. Behind the net, Vault takes over for Toronto. Coming up to the 2-minute mark in the third period, Vault shoots the puck in as the Leafs change. Turek off the boards for Jochen Hesch. He's got a problem. Berezin there, Vault there. Into the corner, Chebaturkin with Perreault and Berezin. Sergei Berezin slowed up. Good defensive play there by Havanov. Hesch up for Corso, out at center ice for Nagy. Nagy looking for a little room and having trouble with the puck as the Blues change. So Sasha Havanov sizes things up from behind the net. Havanov leaves the puck for Treble, and it gets by him. Havanov was headed to the bench. Kind of like dropping something off for somebody when you're driving by in the car.
I'm just so surprised that the Leafs don't try to forecheck more, Kenny. The Blues, you would think, would be expecting the Leafs to send everybody at, and they have not done that at all tonight.
Puck shot in offside. Treble breaks out. And Treble, he'll have a shot. Go! And it really tests Joseph. And a whistle. And play stops. So apparently the Blues were offside at the Toronto blue line. On the field, they're invincible. But off the field, they're all too human. Fox Sports takes a look at the athletes you thought you knew. This week, find out about the Roberto Duran you never knew. Beyond the Glory takes you inside the hidden world of sports' biggest stars. Beyond the Glory, Sunday at 8 p.m. Central, right here on Fox Sports Net. From the face-off, McCabe breaks out. He's on with Canterley, dumps the puck in. Turek settles it down for Treble, up the right wing for Meyers, who loses the puck. Goes for it and ends up tripping the Toronto player. He ends up tripping Alexei Ponikarovsky, or Karovsky, and that'll happen.
That's kind of an unfortunate call there, because Jamal Meyers took this puck along the boards. You see how the puck is spinning. Now he loses it, and it was just happened to be the guy coming by you. You just stick your stick out, and he goes down, so you end up in the penalty box. And very questionable call there as the guy skates right over your stick, and you can see the reaction by Jamal Meyers. But Blues will have to be shorthanded for the first time tonight. It's interesting, this is the third game the two teams have played. This is only the 5th power play that the Leafs have got in 3 games. So the Blues have been very disciplined against this Leaf team.
You saw the numbers there. Toronto's power play 18th. The Blues now are 2nd in the NHL in the penalty killing department. So we have had only 4 minor penalties in this game. It's been a gentleman's game. One power play aside now. Toronto with an opportunity to break this 1-1 deadlock. Ryan McCabe makes his way through center ice. Puts on the brakes over here to Matt Sundin. He's been kind of quiet. He gets smothered by Lavinoff. This is Steve Thomas. Over to Gary Roberts. He's got McCabe at the right point. Caberlet at the near left point. And it's back to McCabe. He'll take a shot. Oh, it deflects. And Turek down there just kind of get a look at that shot and reaches out and grabs it with that glove.
Phil Housley does this a lot. He just throws the puck on the wrist shot, but the Leafs just throw the puck around the boards, and McCabe just a quick wrist shot. This was deflected by Finley with his glove. He was just trying to grab it to deflect it. I believe that was Finley. It's either Finley or Salvador. But here's the play. You see there, he tried to grab it. He just changed direction. Roman Turek really almost out of the net there, had to reach back. I don't know why he was sliding that far to his left, but if that would have went any further to his right, it would have went into the net.
There you see the stretch the Blues have of killing off Toronto power plays. Reardon gets the puck and hammers it down the ice. Nash and Conroy, Salvador and Reardon killing the penalty in front of Roman Turek. The backup tonight is Brent Johnson. He is healthy again. Now the puck shot in. The Leafs jump on it. Sundin with a pass behind the net to Thomas. Back to Sundin. Roberts the other forward. Back to Thomas. Poke check by Salvador. This is Caberlet lifting the puck to get it to Sundin. He tries to center and does. And the Blues take over. Tyson Nash. He'll backhand the puck in.
I can see why the Blues have killed 21 straight, because this Leafs power play is not much right now, and they've got a lot of horses, but no one seems to be doing anything.
Here comes Toronto. Perreault sends it high and off the glass in the corner. Finley tied up by his man. The puck cleared out and back in offside. Well, all Blues games on the weekends are down to single seats. That's right, for the rest of the regular season. However, great group packages with discounts for groups of 20 or more are still available for many of the weeknight games. So call the Blues Group sales team first thing tomorrow at 314-622-5454 to learn more about how you can come to a Blues weeknight game with a group.